Welcome, everybody. We are live. We have a rather short show to go today. I was planning on having Abit on, but there was a misunderstanding for the time. I think he thought it would be 7 p.m. and I was planning for the regular schedule 12 p.m. So I don't have much planned to talk about, but I guess we could talk about obviously the Hex price. It's doing all right. And also we could talk a little bit more about Richard Hart's shift in his persona and his marketing. We're going from the outrage marketing to maybe the opposite of that, which is very interesting. And I guess there's a little bit to delve into there. Maybe touch a little bit on the Bitcoin mining, on the Hex mining, Hex going from staking to mining. But I actually did talk about that on Friday with Ben and briefly talked about it with Johnny Cass on Thursday. So what's going on, everybody in the chat? Thank you very much for tuning in. Crypto Phil, cooking and waiting for you. What's going on, Crypto Phil? Hex Fire, Crispy Man. What's going on, Crispy Man? And I just saw your short. Posted in the TikTok group, and it was awesome. So keep up the great work, and more to come. Right now, we got obviously Bitcoin not doing much, sitting at 22,505. Been finding support on this trend line over here. See if it could bounce back up, maybe to like 23,000. Then 24,775. This is looking kind of like the bottom pattern. And actually, let me pull up the halving tracker. Let's pull up the halving tracker. I haven't pulled that up in a while, so 1 second. Take a look at that. Yeah, there we go. This is the most recent halving tracker. And it came across my feed today and I noticed it. And just looking at it, we obviously know that past performance is not indicative of future results, but the 4-year cycle has been playing out pretty accurately. The only real difference, the time frame as for like bull markets and bear markets is very, very similar. The only real difference is the returns. Obviously, the later cycles have less returns than the earlier cycles. But point is that if you look at the bottom from previous cycles, so 2012 bottomed over here after like 700, let's say 90 days. 2016 bottomed at about 890, and then a little bit past that, it's looking like our bottom's in. According to the cycle, this is looking like a bottom as well. If we have a bottom, yeah, so that means we had a bottom at about 770. The bottom does keep on getting further out, but if we didn't bottom yet, then it's going to like really deviate from the mean, from the norm. So it's really looking like the bottom's in. It's like looking like the cycles are playing out. Pattern's similar in terms of like tops and bottoms as well. So does that mean we're going up and to the right? Obviously not. I keep saying that. I keep saying it's consolidation. There's going to be big pumps and there's going to be big dumps. But it's really looking like the worst is behind us. But who knows? So that was interesting. Figured might as well take a look at the halving tracker because I do follow the 4-year cycles, and that means following the halving tracker. Anyways, Hex is Getting a nice little pump over here. Breaking above the 7 cents. So we went above 7 cents, confirmed it on the daily, and then obviously went back down under it. Now trying to break above it. Hopefully we'll stay above it this time. But yeah, it looks like the 7 cent mark is also becoming normalized, which is interesting. But that's cool. Anyways, nothing much going on here. Got some green, some red. Hex though is actually the biggest gainer, so there is something going on. Sorry, I didn't have much prepared today because I did the Hex lesson with the Patreons. We did the Hex course, and that's going to be posted later. You guys can watch the rerun and participate in future courses. Sign up for the Patreon in the description. And then obviously Hex daily stats were up 1,211x from all-time low. 186 change in current holders and 32 change in current miners. We have 119,363 current miners. That's a huge increase in miners. We previously had no miners, and now we're already at 120,000, almost at 120,000. So funny. But yeah, that's really it for the Hex statistics, so to speak. What's going on in the chat? Bet4, what's going on? Hello, everyone. Triple X in my car listening to you. Nice. Herbert K. Hi. Steven Robinson. Hedron Hex chart is bullish. Cool. I'm not too well versed with TradingView. Is there a simple way to tool to calculate percentage gains on chart? Yeah, you use the ruler. Use the ruler. That's how you calculate percentage gains and losses. Crypto Phil. 0x heart, onion, potatoes, accompanying vegetable sausages. I don't get it. Yeah, I mean, that's really that. What else is going on is Twitter. We got K for K Crypto said something interesting, which I thought was cool, and I liked and retweeted. So if Hex were to reach the same multiples of Bitcoin, so 6.9 million X, then it would be $379.5 per Hex. That's not even the cool part. With just one T-share, you'll be earning $2,420 a day. If we maintain 6.4 Hex T-share payout, this number has been climbing, could easily be double in a few years. Wow. So yearly one T-share payout will net you $886,512 extra. Today's cost of a T-share, which could produce cash flow, is $1,992. I hope you made your ladders. I hope you've made your laddered stakes. Save yourself from yourself. So yeah, good stuff there. Is Hex going to reach the same multiples of Bitcoin? $379.5 per Hex. I think it's very possible. That's crazy. So you'd be earning $2,428 a day. That's more than the current cost per just one T-share. You'd be earning in US dollar value. You'd be earning in US dollar value more than it costs in US dollar value to get one T-share right now, just if you stake for a day. So that's super cool. Shows how early we are. And the rate keeps on climbing up. Gold Key brilliantly pointed out that just over this year alone, the T-share rate went up 26%. And since inception, it's done a 2.5x T-share rate. So earlier does pay better. And obviously that incentivizes people to just get out there and stake, which is awesome. So yeah, good stuff. Really does feel early. Really feels like we're ahead of the game. Is what I'd say. But yeah, shout out to K4K, obviously, for putting that out. That's awesome. Yeah, and then just a reminder, if you guys have any questions regarding Hex, Pulse, PulseX, crypto, anything, you could book a free one-on-one with me at furufinance.com. Go check it out. Um, Next up, oh yeah, Frankie Candles. This is from KDP. Frankie Candles is the guy on BitBoy Crypto Show, I think. So yeah, he was giving Hex a shout out. There seems to be just this emergence of influencers really starting to talk about it. Obviously, Ivan BitBoy, and Mason, and then we have now Frankie Candles, and Rand Nooner talks about it a little bit, not as much as like Ivan, for example, but Hex is really starting to not be gatekept by influencers. Still gatekept by institutions, I guess you could say. Still gatekept by CoinMarketCap. But it seems clear that influencers are. Oh, whoops! I'm not even sharing screen. Sorry. This was Frankie Candles. Yeah, it just seems clear that that influencers are starting to feel like they better get in, or else they're going to miss out on something big. And if they miss out on something big, then maybe their audience wouldn't forgive them and things like that. So that's really good news. I think a big part of that also is the upcoming Pulsechain launch and the pump, the sort of decorrelated pump. So everything else is kind of boring. And then obviously Hex has stuff going on in there. So people are starting to say, people are basically starting to say, what's going on with that Hex? It's kind of like when Hex went to 52 cents in the when Bitcoin was down 50%. So things are happening. There's a lot happening. Not much new happening though, which is why I don't have much to talk about. But things are happening. Obviously, the Pulsechain launch and just these influencers talking about it. I just released the clip of Johnny Chaos reacting to BitBoy saying he's adding to his portfolio, and that's getting a lot of viewership already. So shout out to that. Shout out to BitBoy Crypto. BitBoy Crypto, it's only inevitable that he's talking about Hex on the regular. He's already adding to his portfolio, probably, seemingly. And then obviously when the price goes up, he's going to be trying to pump his bags. But yeah, that's that for that. Red Squirrel, oi oi, and Eric Meserve. The crypto lark is still being a dick, going out of his way not to mention anything RH related. Yeah, listen, he'll get there one way or the other. I mean, how long can you ignore it when everyone in your chat is bringing it up or whatever? So, wasn't he the guy that, I don't know, funneled people to maybe things that he shouldn't have been? I don't know. That could have been someone else. I don't know much about the crypto lark. But yeah, and then what's interesting is, perhaps most interesting is Richard Hart's pivot, complete pivot in his approach from owning the world's largest diamond, calling the top on the day, and kind of being an outrage marketer, posting videos, going on shopping sprees, and talking about his PP. And now he is taken on a new persona. And it's interesting, the timing, and I guess getting behind why exactly he did it is very interesting. One can only speculate, but one of his latest tweets is, I hope I'm able to help some of my 300,000 followers. I retired 20 years ago. I am here for you. Please try giving my 2 free self-help books at t.me/sci-vibe and vids, richardhart.com, or enjoy the world's largest free airdrop, Pulsechain, soon. Hopefully that 27 million raised for sends.org will save some lives as well. So yeah, just like a complete 360 change in demeanor. And actually, Havid Hex pointed this out very nicely. Let me see. Change in the website, where he replaced the world's largest diamond to just like childhood pictures. And Also, it changed from biography to autobiography, like talking about himself. I was born into a poor family in a poor neighborhood. It sucked getting made fun of, whole thing. And then, like in the old one, it said he owns the world's largest cut diamond, $10 million. So yeah, so I guess in order to really understand it, and then obviously his website completely changed. Nice website, but shows himself helping his mom out, childhood pictures, being more personable, talking about his life. He hasn't talked much about his personal life, and now he's talking about his personal life, which is like super cool. Some cool stuff I got people to do. So really softening up. And I guess to understand why, you'd have to understand why he was being maybe not so nice in the beginning and why he was outreach marketing. And he talked about how nobody really cared. Nobody paid attention when he would talk about how much money he raised for charity and all those things. And then he started talking about his PP, and he started talking about other things. And he started wearing the things that he started wearing, showing off his cars and his watches. And then everybody talked about it. So I guess he was thinking that that was sort of his way of breaking through the noise of getting people's attention. And he obviously feels that he accumulated enough attention that it's not necessary to outrage people anymore. And also, I guess with Hex really emerging into the mainstream, like you seeing it happen in real time, with influencers talking about it, big names talking about it, a lot of coin ranking sites are starting to list it properly. Seems like I guess he feels it's maybe appropriate to become more palatable to the mainstream, and I guess that makes a lot of sense. I guess I'd have to agree with it. Outreach marketing was fun, but obviously there's only so far it could take you. You know, once you go viral, it's not really as necessary, especially if you have something to offer. There's more to it. There's more to them than obviously just the attention. If you're only just trying to get attention, you're going to have to keep it up. But if you have something to offer people to stick around, which obviously is Hex, and obviously the huge payout and the no admin keys, 100% uptime, whatever, then it's not necessarily necessary. The thing becomes self-sustaining. That's really the way it goes. So I guess that's why he changed it. And it's going well for a lot of people in the community that weren't happy about the way he marketed himself are now happy. And maybe it's going to be harder. It's going to be hard to hate on him, right? Not flexing anymore. It's going to be hard to hate on him. But I guess, yeah, that's really it. If you guys have any questions, then drop them now. If not, I'll just end the stream early. Right now, Hex is 7.14. Hopefully we could break above this 7.7. Maybe we get above 8 cents by tomorrow. What do you guys think? A lot of people are talking also about all-time highs by May. I don't know. That would be crazy. That means you're getting like a $12, $13 Hex if you're getting all-time highs by May. I don't know, but definitely 20 to 30 cents is very reasonable. That's what I'd say. Eric Meserve says, I thought he was going to make his diamond in an NFT or something. Yeah, maybe. What's going on, Larry O? Great. When is Pulsechain launch? That should be very soon. Johnny Chaos said May. So, May. Happiness Waka, welcome to the stream. Hope you like and subscribe. Hope everybody hits the thumbs up and likes and subscribes. Eric Reserve responds, nobody knows. Yeah, there's not much to report on the Pulsechain launch. The Pulsechain launch should be, at least testnet v3 public should be here based on the information that we got, but obviously it's not here yet, so there's just no way of determining it, but it should be here very soon. And then once that happens, provided the testnet runs smoothly, the mainnet should be here very soon. And then when the mainnet's here, you're going to get all your hex copied over, and there's probably going to be a big hype cycle pump. And that's just getting started, you know, like the crypto bull market isn't even scheduled for maybe till end of the year. So if everything works out, I think we're sitting on some good profits. I think we're doing all right. Yeah. And also another thing is that Abit Hex will be coming on Wednesday at 12 p.m. So supposed to have him on today. Couldn't have him on today. So hopefully we'll have him on Wednesday at 12 p.m. But you guys should check out my show with my appearance on his show was awesome. And you guys should like and subscribe to Abit Hex's channel. He does a great work for the community. And he's putting on great events as well. So do you think they will even launch V3 to the public? Just go straight to mainnet. They're going to launch V3 to the public. Why wouldn't they launch V3 to the public? Doesn't that gives more of a stress test, right? If more people could use it, you could see if it could scale. So if it could handle more traffic, that's good, right? So I think they launch it to the public. He needs a nice big interview with like at least Lex Friedman. He doesn't seem to be trying to get any interviews or debates lately. He hasn't even, forget about interviews and debates, he hasn't even been streaming lately. So yeah, I'm hoping that once Pulsechain's out and Hex price is pumping, he's probably going to want to go out and tell people I told you so. So I think that's part of the reason why he hasn't been doing that. Also, he's probably been busy with Pulsechain. So that's probably why he hasn't been doing debates or interviews. I know if he has the opportunity to be on a big debate or an interview, he would take it, and he has taken it. But he hasn't been going out of his way. He doesn't he's probably not going to do that till Pulsechain launches. I think also another thing is like he used to stream regularly and was giving timeframes for Pulsechain launch, and obviously it wasn't happening. So people were getting frustrated. So that probably didn't make streaming such a pleasant experience. But obviously once it launches, nobody's going to be frustrated anymore. So it'll make it a more pleasant experience. It's kind of not easy to just stream and your time frame for Pulsechain launching basically always being wrong when you're doing that. So I guess that might be why he stopped. And also obviously the price being down 95%. But I think we're going to get a lot of streams in the future. I added my Pulse chains to my MetaMask. Hope is safe, or is there anything I'm missing? Yeah, you added your Pulse chain testnet, right? Testnet V2B. There's no testnet V3 to add to your MetaMask. So when testnet V3 comes out, you're going to have to add that to your MetaMask if you want to use it. And when mainnet launches, you're obviously going to have to add that as well. You can go to my website and book a free call if you want as well with me. So, but yeah, I guess that's what you're missing. Learn to use the bridge. You hope it's safe. Why is Hedron pumping? Because people are buying. Hexfire, what is the exact date of launch? Haha. Trying to give me a taste of my own medicine. I see. I was trying to pin Crispy exactly when. Crispy, you said it was 3 months till testnet and 3 months till mainnet, right? So When did I have you on then when you said that? It was about a month ago. So 2 months. We got 2 more months till testnet. And then 3 more months till mainnet. It's not for a while. No. It was 3 months of testnet. And then, no, it was 3 months. It was 3 months till testnet, three months till mainnet. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's like that. Everybody thought that testnet was days away, and you were saying 3 more months. And it's looking like you were the one that's right and everyone else was wrong. So when your hex stake ends and you want to take some profits, how does that work? Do you have to set a limit order and wait for a price target to hit and then use the fiat off ramp and bank wire it? Drew, you should go to furufinance.com and book a one-on-one. But basically, the way it works when it comes to limit orders and market orders, the people that are supposed to be using limit orders are people that have enough hex, like people that have so much hex that they're going to face some serious slippage. So the price is going to move a lot if they just dump it. So I'm assuming that you're not at that level. So if you just take profits on a decentralized exchange like Uniswap and then send your USDC or ETH to Coinbase and cash out there to a bank, it's probably fine. But you could also do limit orders if you want to cash out at, let's say, a higher price point. You can set your price. You can make your price, Drew. But if you don't have significant buying power or selling power, significant economic energy where you're moving the price and facing slippage, you shouldn't have to worry about a limit order. What would happen if the OA staked all the hex for a day and just let it bleed to zero? Then the hex payout would not be 38%. It would be probably like closer to 3.69, maybe 4 or 5%. The only reason why you get such a high payout is because so much of it's not staked. And that so much is in the OA's hands. So if that all bled to zero, it'll be a lot less of a payout. How do I swap my chains for MetaMask? PLS kindly drop video link. Thanks. You change the network. So you go from Ethereum to Pulsechain. Go to howtopulse.com. Howtopulse.com actually has the URLs to change networks. I'm sure Crypto Coffee has a great video on that, and you could book a call with me as well. Justin Uwadia. What's going on, Justin? Will my new hex stakes that I bought and staked this year outdated onto Pulsechain? The moment my stakes available on Pulsechain testnet are only what I bought last year. This year updated onto Pulsechain. Yes, the reason why your new stakes are not on the testnet V2B is because that snapshot was from over a year ago, right? So yeah. So the new testnet and the mainnet are going to be present snapshots. Oh, he means something else. All hex will then go to everyone since OA nukes it, but he gets 50% of the nuke back. So I believe so he has to keep nuking. Okay, there you go. Fine. I'm sorry. Fine. So if it bleeds out, then you'll be getting probably half the yield, half the payout, because all the payouts are probably going to get, they're going to be staked. Yeah. So, no, wait. Yeah, the payouts are going to be staked. So you're going to get half the yield, right? Always going to get the 50% back liquid. So then if he would stake it and let it bleed out, then you'll get half of that. It'll just keep on cutting in half, I think, from what I understand. Xenology. Fish lens camera, I guess. Yup. All right. We got 70 people watching. Please give the video a thumbs up. Please consider joining the Patreon. Just did a course today on Hex. And we have other excellent courses. We got a great meeting yesterday with all the patrons. We got Discord. So yeah, go consider that. Consider booking a free one-on-one with me, furufinance.com, to learn more. But Hex right now, 7.14. Nice day today, huh? Nice day. Biggest gainer on the altcoin bubbles. Love seeing that. Huge paydays for 2 years, though. Lol, the T-share won't even matter anymore then, but the project would be dead if he nukes it all. Would it be dead? I don't know if it would be dead. You just get less payout. Right? Who knows? You just get less payout. It wouldn't be dead. Too much supply. But the supply is staked. The supply is staked, right? It gets paid out to the stakers, and it's staked. It only gets rewarded when the stake ends. So it's not all just going to hit the market suddenly. It could lead to a big correction, though. Yeah, but ultimately, it'll probably end up going into the hands of a few people at the top. Like usually, that's kind of how it works. No. Usually, it works that way. So I mean, right now it's the OA, but if the OA is not there, someone else could kind of take over. Then everyone forever dumps. No, they don't. No, but Hex dumped on a 90% on a 30% big payday. But weren't people just like staked for a day just so they could get the big payday? 95%. I don't know. What do you think would happen? 95% of the supply? Yeah, it would not be good. But does that mean it's gone forever? I don't know if that means it's gone forever. If whales step in, it's not gone forever. But who cares? Imaginary horribles. So, are you interested in any of the big projects going on Pulsechain like liquid loans? If so, which ones? So yeah, Johnny Chaos talked about yesterday, not yesterday, but the other day about how Richard Hart's in it for glory. So other creators are in it really to make money. Does that mean that they're not going to do well? No, some of them might do well. And I definitely think I sacrificed a little for liquid loans, and I definitely think that it is one of the better projects. I like that the founder puts himself out there. He's not some anon behind some, pseudonym on the internet that's expecting people to park their money by them for a high return in crypto. So, I mean, they've been pretty transparent. They've been pretty professional the way they did it. But at the end of the day, they're not outperforming the Pulse chain. It's not happening. I don't think it's happening. I don't think any of them are outperforming the Pulse chain. We have Pulse and PulseX in the first cycle. Hex in its second, and you're getting a copy. When you spend money on like these new projects, that's less money that you could put into Pulsechain. And if you think Pulse is going to do better, then yeah, why would you put your money into it? So I sacrificed some for liquid loans because you know that was when there was a lot of money going around. Everyone had a lot of money, so I was able to throw some in. But at this point, especially when you know I don't have mad gains in crypto that I could just throw into these things, I want it going into X. It's definitely the best play. So I think if you're a whale, if you have a lot of money, you could really play the casino. But if you're trying to get out of the rat race and get into this life-changing wealth, you're playing dangerous games by putting significant amount of money into these projects. But if you do your research and you really know for a reason why one of them would do well, then fine. But I don't like it when people just cover all of them just because they want to cover them, because most cryptos don't do well. Most cryptos do not do well. Like for every crypto that you hear of that did 1,000x or 10,000x, there's hundreds that just came and went. Sean Dobbington, I believe we have the strongest community. More women are involved than other crypto projects, and people taking the initiative to build amazing things for Hex on their own. Metcalf's Law. True, true. Will be because everyone will get tons of Hex on weekly stakes. Maybe. My brain's too fried from the course. But it's all imaginary horribles, so who really cares? And if it goes down so much, their weekly stakes, they're not going to sell it. They're going to restake it. It could reach equilibrium. Like if your weekly stake is worth so much, you're going to dump it. You're going to sell, right? But if your weekly stake is worth pennies, then you're going to stop selling. You might even buy more. And those stakes would have had to have happened before. Well, if it's a bleed, I don't know. And that's a good point. Most cryptos won't do well because of distribution. Almost all coins get 60,000 holders. All coins are fairly distributed. 10,000 X's would have been easy, but token creators want money law. No, the fair distribution is not what's good for the price. Crypto Hex is not a fair distribution. When Satoshi had Bitcoin in the beginning, it wasn't a fair distribution. That's why it went up like crazy. Give everyone an equal amount of the crypto, then all the plebs are going to dump it. Enough, Crypto Elite. They're telling me to block you. He's benevolent. Enough with the imaginary horribles. Does anyone else have any questions? 74 watching. Hit the like and subscribe if you haven't yet. I love you, Crypto Elite. Smart guy. Testnet V3 this week. What do you think? I don't know, man. It should be here today, okay? It should be here today, but it's not. So, do I think it's happening this week? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no, but who knows? What's going on, Seek 5555? Keep up the great work with the TikToks. He made a TikTok of me, which was awesome. So thank you for making a TikTok of me, Seek 5555. And Salim Muhammad, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Crypto Elite, not here to FUD or something. Love the channel. I love you, man. Here. I love you. Hello, Dylan Karakuda. How is it possible PulseX do 1000x when he already has 1 billion in market cap? Well, if you watch Richard Hart's content, you would know that market cap is a vanity metric. It never prevents the price from going up more. Hex was a 4x away from being the biggest market cap in crypto, technically speaking. Is PulseX going to do 1000x? I don't know. I would be surprised if it did, but I think we could get in the hundreds. And if that means that it's going to be the biggest market cap in crypto, then people will probably start to realize that market cap doesn't matter, right? Doesn't mean that, yeah. It just means that market cap is not, it can't be used to measure how much price potential a project has. So hope you're wrong. Hope I'm wrong too. People are saying 52 cents by May. I don't know. People are also saying that. I don't know. I wouldn't bet my money on it, but it's possible. It is possible. We also have to see what the Fed does. 2 more weeks. Wink. Hex Squid. What's going on, Hex Squid? Crypto Elite. Want to know some alpha Furu? I believe Richard Hart is 90% of the supply for Hex pairings. IDK if you get it. Made simple. He wants Hex good on all chains. Not giving much details. I actually am very proud that I made a video about the forced parity theory. I broke down, Johnny Chaos was the one that came up with that idea of putting so much liquidity on both sides that you can't change the ratio and there's parity. And I actually broke it down. So if you check out my video, let me find it for you and put it up on the screen. But YouTube. Videos. Yeah, right over here. This is my video explaining it. So if anybody doesn't understand how the OA could achieve parity, if he decides, you could check out that video. So that's what Crypto Coffee brought up. He will let everyone dump and then Parrot get all the weekends get all the weak hands out. Yeah, might do that. Might want to do that. Very strong foundation, huge opportunities. Benevolence is huge. Benevolence is everything. You need a founder that wants the price to do well, or else if he just wants money, he won't make the price do well, you know? What do you think of Hedron? I think I like it, but I don't think it's going to do as well as Hex. I think when people mint it for free, it's probably not good for the price appreciation. Comparison with Hex, which you need to buy. And then obviously, even if Hedron could overcome that gap and still outperform Hex despite minting it for free, the OA wouldn't let it happen. And he's the biggest holder of Hedron. So, and there were instances where he stepped in and didn't let it go up more because he doesn't want it to take away the attention from Hex. So I like it. I hope it does well. If it does well, then Hex stakers do well, but I definitely am not counting on it. You know, I think there are a lot of people that aren't putting money into Hex and putting it into Hedron instead because they figure the payout is bigger, or they figure Hex is too late, but I would disagree. And if Hedron does well and you're staked Hex, then you do well. But if you're only staked Hedron and only Hex does well, then you don't do well. So I would say buy Hex, in my opinion, not financial advice. Stake Hex and earn Hedron for free, which is awesome. And I hope you claim the 10x bonus multiplier, right? So that's what I think about Hedron. We got 79 people watching, so please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Crypto elite. The Hex staking is in unison with the liquidity. Because people lock it, it's able to get back to lowest liquidity at 20x the price. Yes, it is. Not because of staking, but wallet loss. I mean, that isn't staking what causes the wallet to not have it to sell. So, but that is an interesting point. Imagine Bitcoin had that. Like, how much higher would it have been by now? People didn't know crypto was valuable. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Dude, my brain is so fried from giving that course. Which is what Bitcoin had to do. So you're saying Bitcoin's low liquidity was because people just lost the keys. Yes, there was a lot of that. But Hex obviously has that program with the staking. So the way I think of it, the longer he waits to launch Pulsechain, the more wallets that sacked will be lost from death or missing keys. I guess that's a good thing for this long wait. Yes, it is a good thing. A lot of people are saying that once it launches, people are going to dump it, but I don't think that's true because right now, maybe the price is down. Well, it's actually been pumping, but the point is once it launches, we're probably going to be up a lot, and people don't like selling it when it's up a lot. They're going to just think it's going to keep going up, which I think it will. But the point is people like selling bottoms. So if the price isn't doing well, they dump it. But obviously the price is going to be doing well, so I don't think they're going to dump it. And it's definitely got a lot of people out of the system. It's definitely got a lot of people out of the system, you know, by emergency end staking. You know, it's kind of got out the weak hands, which is great. So Exactly, Furu. Do you have any idea how huge this is? I even believe he's going to come with ways to remove Hex. I'm worried about force pairing. Won't that increase liquidity to usual levels? It'll increase liquidity between the EHEX and PHEX pair, but not between the EHEX and USDC and PHEX and USDC. Those will probably have low liquidity and be able to run up very high, very fast. Right? As long as the USDC liquidity is thin, it's actually interesting how everybody wants thin liquidity, because everyone used to think liquidity is good, but maybe it's not that simple. It's not that good. Anyways, we got 75 people watching, so be sure to hit the like and subscribe to the channel. Take a look at the Patreon. Link is in the description. And go to furufinance.com and go book a free one-on-one with me, which is cool. Is there anything going on that I missed that I didn't cover? Anything happening in Hex? Because I had some questions prepared for ABIT, but obviously there was a miscommunication on the timing. He thought it was for 7 p.m. and I thought it was for 12 p.m. So we rescheduled for a regular time, 12 p.m. this Wednesday. No, thin liquidity creates volatility, which brings adoption. After years, you get liquidity once sustained at price. Creates volatility. Yes. Well, the volatility is not necessarily what brings adoption. It's volatility to the upside. Volatility to the upside. And then you get more liquidity. Very, very good. But I'm not following why people would still use Hex USDC then, because people get slippage, so what else can't get it now? What? It's the only way to get it. If you're coming in from cash, you have to get it through USDC or ETH, which is also thin, and you'll face slippage. So everything you'll get slippage. Hex pumping now. Let's take a look. Still at that 7.14. Guys want the 1 minute candles? Wait, where's the one? Check the 1 hour. And there's the 1 second candles. Oh, you can only get 1 minute. Nothing there. 4 hours good. Solid uptrend. If he pairs 1-to-1 Hex PX, it's pointless to use Hex USDC because Hex PX has like. But you need one or the other to use it. You understand? And to get one or the other, you need to use the Hex USDC or PHEX USDC. So you need one or the other. You understand? How are you going to on-ramp onto Hex through a Hex pairing? You can't. You understand? You're going to have to do it through USDC or through Pulse USD. and then Pulse to Hex. You're not gonna be able, and also, yeah. Oh yeah, exactly, man. Got you. You smart man, big guy. No, thanks, man. You smart man. This whole liquidity thing is a mind fuck. But yeah. Let's go browse Twitter. A-Bit Hex with Just Ask Jesse. Hexologists, exciting developments are on the horizon, and you won't want to miss out on your chance to be a part of the action. Get ready for the ride of a lifetime with Hex. Very true. Please come. Can't acquiring more t-shirts. Funny. What? They restricted Johnny Chaos's video? Wow. Wow. That's not good. We have to retweet that and support him. Show me where you grew up. Christina Hype. You guys should be following her. She really retweets me a lot, so really helps my channel. Richard Hart, the man that will restore faith in humanity, the man that cares, the man that works to make the world a better place for everyone. Thank you, sir, for everything you do. Has he tweeted lately? Funny. When something you own dips too hard, it should be called a market incorrection. Whoa. Reminder that I have to delete a couple of scams off every post. MEV bot, trading advice, random coins, you name it. But it's a bummer having to constantly remind people not to fall for stuff. Yeah, I also been deleting a lot of these spam comments trying to get people into trading groups. Skyb, what's going to happen to current Hex stakers? When Pulse is released, everyone who's not staking will move over to Pulse, cause cheaper fees. Do you think there will be incentive to remain on ETH Hex? Yes, there will always be an incentive to remain on ETH Hex. So there's a few possibilities. One is that there's a forced parity, right? There could be a forced parity if the OA decides to make liquidity pairings to provide liquidity with, more than the Hex outstanding. That's the whole thing. You can check my video out on that. But also because if people aren't buying EHEX and staking it, then as much as Pulse, then the yield will be a lot higher. So there'll come a point where even if you're paying a lot in gas fees, you'll be making so much more Hex for your stake. You'll be getting so much more T shares, then you may as well stake there anyway, right? If you could be making so much more return, right? You could be earning so much more Hex on Ethereum. You'll probably want to buy and stake on Ethereum, even though you'll eat a little bit. You'll eat a big gas fee. Also, whales, especially whales. Whales don't really care about gas because they're staking so much. Their rewards from staking could already cover the gas fee. So there's definitely a reason to remain on ETH. Another thing is that right now, Ethereum has no incentive to really serve their users because What's going to happen? You don't like the Ethereum gas fees. Where are you going to go? Cardano? Like, nobody's going there. So Ethereum is really the only game in town. So it's not in their interest to really fix the gas fees, especially because it pumps their bags, right? If the gas fees are high, you have to buy more Ethereum. Vitalik loves that. So if no one's going to go elsewhere, then they may as well not solve it. So once Pulsechain launches, people could go elsewhere because they have all their coins on Pulsechain. And those projects might want to use Pulsechain, right? Instead, it's cheaper. So Ethereum's probably going to have a sense of urgency to find a solution and solve the gas fee problem, in which gas fees will be cheap and you'll want to stake on Ethereum. Hey, maybe Ethereum will even be faster and cheaper than Pulsechain in 10 years. I don't know. But I'm going to go with Pulsechain. But yeah, so Alfred Carpenter says we need precog candles like Think Minority Report. Let's do this. I don't know what that is. Crypto Elite. Make your girlfriend happy. Hi, Adinda Van Capellen. Pleasure, Sky V. Hope you like and subscribe. Yeah, I don't know. Just a reminder, guys, check out the Patreon. Just did a course this morning. It'll be posted later on today. And there's great courses. There's meetings. There's discounts. There's a Discord chat. Join the community of like-minded people. Also, I will be posting my portfolio allocation. I'll be posting my trades there. So you want to get in on the Patreon. Please consider that. Thanks. Did Furu just onboard his girlfriend? I don't know. Let me know. $120 million hack a few days ago from Bonk DAO. There you go. Hex solves this. Hashtag Hex solves this. Got more chart posting. Nostalgic of the old days. Oh, and John Deaton, I don't even know who he is, but he has 245.8 thousand followers. And he quote tweeted Richard Hart. I guess that's some news to report on. So shout out to John Deaton. Richard Hart said, this is why you see so many filing friends of the court amicus briefs. Even motion to intervene become defendants by 6,000 XRP holders. So he was sort of saying it's good if XRP wins because that if they lose, it'll set a bad precedent. And then John Deaton retweeted, technically it was 12,600 XRP holders who joined the motion to intervene. Today, the putative class is more than 75K. Think about the motion to intervene. Thousands of retail digital asset holders asked a federal judge to make them actual defendants in a case. Blah, 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 blah. SEC, blah, blah, blah. So is this guy he's a crypto lawyer? And I guess he's involved in the XRP. He's involved in the XRP saga. So when stream, guys, right? When stream with John Deaton and Richard Hart. I don't know. Oh, I wasn't even sharing screen. If you guys want to see John Deaton. Right here. Retweeting Richard Hart. So if you quote tweet him, I'll like and retweet. Look at that. 851. People make it like he's a big deal, but he's not even ratioing. Well, he's got less followers, but yeah, Richard Hart's getting more likes on his tweets. Oh, yeah, and Richard Hart hit 300,000 followers today. Congratulations, Richard Hart, on hitting 300K. Literally, I remember when he was at maybe just above 100. So, yeah, that's really that. We've been streaming for an hour. Didn't have much to cover, but hopefully there'll be more to cover soon. Just a reminder to go to furufinance.com, book your call with me today on your own time. Link is in the description. I'm linking it in the description. Schedule it on a time that best fits you. Where's Johnny Chaos? I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? He's come on a lot, so, but he's always welcome back on. But you should check out the clips I just posted of Johnny Chaos. Great clips, and hopefully he'll come back soon. But he's been on a lot, considering he doesn't go on many streams. Being on like twice in 3-4 weeks is a lot. So I think I definitely want to give him some time before I try and ask him to come back on, you know. But hopefully he'll be back on soon. Maybe when V3 launches. Thank you for the stream. Pleasure. I have no idea. All right, that's it for today. Consider joining the Patreon. Go to furufinance.com. Book your free one-on-one. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a great rest of your day.